Vengeance Day is this Saturday, and so we need to do some predictions for it. There are 6 matches on the card. I am going to start off with the I'd say the latest one that was announced, I think. It depends on which way these were announced, but I think the Evans Page match was kind of announced, but then it was kind of waiting on if Evans would be cleared or not. But we'll go kind of back to front with it anyway. The first one, which was announced last night on NXT, Eddie Thorpe versus Trick Williams in a strap match. I think that will be Trick Williams that will win. I think Eddie Thorpe, it's like Ridge Holland. He was kind of put into a position. I don't think he's there or thereabouts, and it seems like he's in the spot for no reason whatsoever, other than he faked his own injury. So he's not really at the point at which you need a top talent to be, I don't think. And Trick is just waiting for Oba Femi one-on-one, which will most likely happen at Stand and Deliver. So I'm going to go Trick Williams. So if you saw the graphic in this corner, it's because I finally found the picture. Next, the NXT Tag Team Championships are on the line. Nathan Frazer and Fraxium will take on Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Inamura. That's easy for me to say. I don't think Briggs and Inamura will win this match. I think Fraxium will continue. The problem with that, though, is who faces them next in terms of NXT Tag Championships, because there isn't really anyone about in the NXT massively that I would put up there. They've pretty much beaten everybody, so it's a bit of a who goes next in a sense. But I don't think that Fraxium lose the titles in this one. Next up, Javon Evans versus Ethan Page one-on-one. This is going around the storyline that Javon Evans has broken his jaw and it's had it wired shut, and Ethan Page is going around injuring people and taking people out. I think Ethan Page has more of the character work and more of the storyline and a bit more about him, so I'm going to go Ethan Page on this. I think there is a lack of men's main event talent in NXT, I feel. We've got Oba Femi, we've got Trick Williams, and then I'd say Ethan Page is the next one up in the kind of hierarchy on NXT, unless I'm missing someone that we've not seen for a while. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. And for me, even though I think it will make Javon Evans to have a good showing against Ethan Page, I just think you need to keep Ethan Page strong in this one. So I'm going to go Ethan Page on that. Next, for the NXT Women's Championship, it is a 4-way. Giulia, Bayley, Roxanne Perez, and last night added in Cora Jade. Now, do I think Giulia loses the title? No, I don't think she does. I think that this might be Roxanne's swan song. I think she will leave at the end of this and she will go to Raw. She's already got a match for the Elimination Chamber qualifying. I think she will stay on Raw. I think Bayley, again, she's not there kind of just because, in a sense. And obviously Cora Jade as well. I think that the sanction happens between Perez and Jade, meaning Perez will take the pin, I think, from Giulia. So Giulia will walk out with the NXT Women's Championship. Roxanne will go to Raw with Bayley, and then Cora can feud with somebody and down the line somewhere. But yeah, that's what I think will happen. Giulia will retain in the 4-way. Next, for the NXT Women's North American Championship, Fallon Henley versus Stephanie Vaquer. I want to say Stephanie Vaquer wins, but I don't think that's going to be the match at Stand and Deliver. I think the match at Stand and Deliver will be Vaquer versus Giulia. I don't think it'll be for both belts, though. This is the thing. I'm not quite sure. I think Fallon Henley has done a decent job with the NXT North American Championship. Maybe there's a bit of shenanigans and Fallon Henley comes out with it. I'm going to take a risk off the back of the fact that Stephanie Vaquer is obviously heavily being backed. And I'm going to go Fallon Henley wins off some form of interference of some kind, which then should allow Vaquer to go up to face Giulia, unless there's going to be a slow burner with Vaquer and Giulia, in which case Vecchio will beat Fallon Henley. But I'm going to go with the former rather than the latter. And I'm going to go Fallon Henley to retain off some form of shenanigans. And finally, triple threat for the NXT Championship. Oba Femi, the ruler of NXT, versus Austin Theory versus Grayson Waller. It will be 2-on-1 for the majority. It will break down between Theory and Waller. This may be the end of A-Town Down Under, but it will not be the end of Oba Femi's reign. Oba Femi will carry on as NXT champion, go on to Stand and Deliver, where I believe he'll face Trick Williams, to be honest. And I think that will be Trick Williams' move on to, I'd say, SmackDown. Let's pair him back up with Carmelo. Let's get them two going again. I think Carmelo's been in and around heels and faces, been a bit of a tweener. So you could possibly flip that for him being a good guy and having Trick alongside him again. So, or you could just have him feud, whatever. But yeah, I'd have Trick Williams go up after Stand and Deliver. But back to this. Oba Femi to retain over Theory and Waller. I don't really want to see the end of A-Town Down Under, but I think this might be it. But what, guys, do you think? Let me know down in the comments. What do you think will happen at NXT TakeOver Vengeance Day? If you've liked this video, please leave it a like. Subscribe if you're new. Until next time. Take care.